Hey guys, it's Thunder. Just wanted to step in here before the beginning of the episode. So these first 8 or 9, I'm not quite sure because I'm not done editing all of them, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to throw a couple of them away due to audio issues with our old setup. But these first episodes of Almost Fancy is sort of like a prototype, like the season 0. Um, A lot of them were recorded over a year ago. Actually, all of them were recorded over a year ago. Um, so some of the things we say might sound a little weird. Like I mentioned Fortnite at one point. Fortnite was a very different video game a year and a half ago. I think these were recorded around the time that Last Jedi was coming out, to put it into perspective. So these first couple episodes are a little raw. We've gotten way better at Let's Playing and podcasting and having personalities on air and stuff like that since then. So the 9th episode, or like the 8th or whatever it ends up being after I figure out what season 0 is going to look like, are going to be so much better. We're going to have more guests. We're going to have new bits. We've at this point we've solidified all the rules that I guess you don't even know yet because I'm putting this before the first episode. But yeah, I just wanted to get in here, and I think I'm going to put this little intro before the entirety of season 0. So when you don't hear this intro, just know that you've reached the beginning of the new era. But yeah, I just wanted to hop in here before the episode and let you guys know that. I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun making these, and I really hope we can make more and make these something special. All right, take care, guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Almost Fancy, a Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'll do it normally this time. I'm Lightning. And we have with us today... Do you want to do it?
No,
go
for it.
All right. You can just back off.
Oh.
And today we have with us Kaylin.
Yeah.
She's a singer and actress, and she's really good. Do you want to tell us about yourself?
Okay, I'm Kaylin. I'm a singer. I'm an actress.
Just
I'm
leave
really
it there.
Good.
No, keep going.
You're
Yeah,
also
I
a model, are you not?
No, well, I mean,
She didn't want to admit that.
I'm not a model per se, but people do contact me to take my pictures.
You had some stuff you wanted to talk about before we got into it?
Well, first I'm gonna I should stop doing this. I'm gonna explain the rules just briefly.
Oh, okay.
Our guest has prepared 3 topics. We have prepared 3 topics, and we're gonna take turns asking the other one what they know about it. And the goal is that the object is that we don't know anything about it, and we have to say whatever it is we know about it. I didn't ask you beforehand. Would you like to ask first, or do you want us to ask first?
I want to ask first.
Ooh, okay. All right, cool. Every other guest wanted us to
Yeah.
ask first. So
She's confident.
Yeah.
She
I'm ready.
knows the rules,
yeah.
and she's ready.
Got
Okay.
this.
So, before we start, I found out about something the other day that I wanted to talk about. So, did you guys know that there is a Lilo and Stitch, what do you think I'm going to say?
TV show, computer games,
Board game.
Anime.
What?
There's a Lilo and Stitch anime. It's called Stitch!
Of course it is.
It ran for 3 seasons. It has 67 episodes and 2 movies.
So we're
What
gonna...
does it look like? Like, what is the
It
animation?
just looks like Lilo and Stitch, except replace Lilo with a Japanese child. The plot, I found out
Yeah.
it's canonical. It takes place after Leroy and Stitch, and Lilo is in college, and Stitch, Jumba, and the skinny one,
Pleaky.
Pleakley, thank you, they moved to Japan.
Did she get a point for that?
No, absolutely not. Here's the crazy part. There's 2 Stitch animes. The second one just came out earlier this year. It's called Stitch and I, as in like AI, like a girl's name. And that show is only 13 episodes long, and it is the literal plot of the first Lilo and Stitch movie, but replace Lilo with this girl I, replace Hawaii with China, and replace the fact that Stitch grows 4 arms with the fact that he could turn into a giant Godzilla monster.
What?
Fantastic. And I'm gonna say there's a plot twist in this movie, in this series. Her name's AI because she's artificial
robot.
intelligence.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that'd be so cool. I don't think that. Well, I guess the show's still going. I think.
Right. Oh no, it's gonna be. I'm calling it right now.
Yes.
Series plot twist. She's a robot.
It just looks so weird. It's like not like the animated show that we got was like, oh, all the other experiments are loose, we have to catch them. But that's like definitely not the plot of this one. It's definitely just your average anime except Stitch is there. and like some characters are there, like Gantu's there, and the only other experiments there are the girl one and the electricity one. Like they didn't even include the sandwich one.
Is Cobra Bubbles in it?
Yes, he does. He
Oh,
makes an
awesome.
appearance. I was watching I forget what I was watching, but I was looking up like the actors on IMDb, and one of them was a dude whose voice I thought I recognized, and I guess I didn't because I looked at his IMDb page and he was just like in a bunch of stuff that I've seen, but he was like random bit parts, and he was in Stitch, and I was like, what is that? And apparently it's a Lilo and Stitch anime that is officially licensed by Walt Disney Japan.
So,
Cool.
Kaylin, tell us everything you know about the Lilo and Stitch anime series.
I told you everything I know about the Lilo and about the Stitch anime. It's just called Stitch! ! As if to be like, fuck you, Lilo. She makes one appearance.
Well, that's why it's called Stitch.
But there's other characters.
No.
There is. There is other characters.
Anyways,
All right,
I think she's her
Nice.
head's in the game. She's ready.
Ready for it? I need to watch this anime.
I couldn't.
I want to play the games. Did you guys play the games? Like on like the Disney website?
Oh yeah, you talking about 626 or 625 Sandwich Stacker?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh my god, I'm
Yeah,
so
that one was
good.
great. I got so fucking far in that game. I was disappointed because I didn't know it didn't end. It just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm doing so good. I wonder when it ends. It doesn't. You just
Just keep
yeah.
making
you
the
play
sandwiches.
forever, dumb kids.
I'm like, okay.
And
Alright.
I'm very happy. I wasn't expecting us to have Kaylin on and talk about a video game. But it
Yeah.
happened.
It happened.
That was fun. That was good. I didn't contribute, but it was good. So,
I'm always the one who brings it back to video games. This time it was the guest.
yeah,
Haha.
it was awesome. In an unexpected guest.
Buzzing. There it is.
So, hit us with it.
All right, ready? What is Stormy Jenner?
You go first.
Stormy Jenner. Okay. Stormy Jenner, do you know? Oh, okay.
No, I shook my head no.
Oh, okay. So, give me a second. Kathy Jenner was your everyday weather woman
Oh.
until one day. First of all, Stormy Jenner is my favorite indie superhero.
Got it. Published by Dark Horse, of course.
Right.
She's not Storm from X-Men though. You don't.
No.
You can't mix it up.
No, she's an indie character.
Got it.
So she was very unsatisfied with her job as a weather woman.
I feel like that stays true to all weather people.
Well, that's why
Like,
it fits. So
Back to you, Bill. It's
The
like,
most realistic superhero backstory ever.
So, one day, while she was on scene, it was a huge storm. She gets hit by lightning, and everybody thinks she's gonna lightning trademark. That's me. That's me on the show. And she everybody thinks she's gonna die, but the next day she's fine and she's walking around, and then she realizes she can shoot lightning trademark. That's me. Out of her fingertips, like the Emperor from Star Wars.
So are they just like tiny little?
Oh, I'm not done
like,
yet.
Lasers made of you.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's my face, and it just gets shot out of her fingertips. And eventually she realizes she can control the weather with her powers. And you're saying, well, Chris, people get hit by lightning all the time. Why is this one special? Well, I'll tell you, it's because it was nuclear powered storm by a
Whoa.
by a nuclear waste thing. They shot out into space and it blew up before it got out of the atmosphere, so it fell into the storm clouds, and it was nuclear lightning trademark. That's me. And she makes appearances.
She makes appearances. You have to.
She
She
makes appearances.
She has bookings.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes she promotes at clubs.
And for the record, she still maintains the Weather Woman throughout all of this.
So is she like a secret? Is she
Oh,
in
yeah.
disguise?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's no correlation between Kathy and Stormy.
Right.
All right. Cool.
And that is the indie who makes her.
Dark Horse.
Yeah, that is the indie Dark Horse character.
It's written by Robert Kirkman, the guy who made The Walking Dead, but it's published by Dark Horse.
Oh, okay. And that's her, and she's my favorite. And yeah, that's everything I know about her.
I'm just not gonna say anything. I think that's fucking choice. I think that's
I
solid.
think that's a point and a half
I
worthy
think
right
that's
there.
Point and a
It
half
is.
worthy.
It is definitely 1.5 worthy.
So
So the way it works, so Chris is done. So you give us points, and then you
or don't
explain-
give us points.
Or yeah.
I'm gonna go for the 1.5.
Okay.
That
was
yeah.
nice.
Cool.
And now you have to
Nice.
tell us what it actually is.
All right. Well, Stormy Jenner is Kylie Jenner's brandy new baby that she just had like a couple
I-
days
is
before
she-
the Super Bowl.
Is she a superhero?
She is not. I mean,
Well,
she
has
she's
time.
basically a mogul now, though. I mean, she's already a Jenner, and her dad is Travis Scott. He's a rapper.
O-
I don't know.
okay.
But anyway,
Why do
Jenner,
all these
dude.
people name their children like that?
I don't know.
Stormy
Stormy Jenner.
is not a name. That kid's gonna
Saint
get.
West, Northwest.
I'm gonna be honest. I like my Stormy Jenner better.
Yeah, I
Your
do
Stormy
too.
Jenner definitely sounds a lot
I like
cooler.
your Stormy Jenner better only if this Stormy Jenner doesn't grow up to be your Stormy Jenner or a better superhero.
She does have time. Wow, you don't like the Stormy Jenner powers I gave?
No, I do, but if there's a real one, I'm gonna latch onto that one, whatever her powers are, rather than the
What
fake
if
one.
what if they what if it's actually she shoots little
She'll probably have the power
me's
to
out
like
of her head?
shoot
That'd be
like
really weird, and
she
I'd
can
hate
like
her.
shoot lip kits out of her fingers.
Oh
and
yeah,
like
she is a Jenner Kardashian.
Yeah, lip kits. Am I right?
Yeah, I is that your next one? Because I don't know what that is. Oh, she's not gonna tell us. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh no. she's
Well,
gonna
I'll
give us
start
the
thinking
bluff.
about that.
All right. You take the first. You take the first two, and I'll take the third one.
Okay. Kaylin,
Okay.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Please tell us everything you know about Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace.
Well, it's it's the pilot, so you're getting all of like the characterization, I don't know, like Luke Skywalker, he's like just like a young lad, and he sees Leia, and they're like brand new, they're just in high school, and he like sees her across the hall at her locker, and he's like, there's just like this one look, and you know that this is gonna be like an entire series of like drama and stars and wars.
And wars.
And
Can you give us a little plot? What happens in this one?
I'm gonna say, so episode 1 starts off. Obviously, you're introducing everybody. It's a new show, but
Is
The
it a
conflict.
show or is it
Yeah.
a movie?
you said episode 1, so
So it's a show?
yeah.
Okay.
So episode 1 consists of Luke Skywalker. He's like going through puberty and stuff, and so he's like, man, I'm so hormonal. Whoa, Leia, like she's looking pretty good lately. So he like concocts this plan to woo her with like his lightsaber skills. And like he's like,
do they go to school for lightsaber skills?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So so he like invites her over, and he's like, "You want to see some sick tricks?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, totally. You can touch my buns."
Oh. All right.
And so, but unfortunately, the sick tricks go awry, and he slices off one of her buns, and she's like, "Luke, are you fucking serious? Can I say fuck?"
Yeah, yes you can. Does she say it though?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a
So this is an
TVMA.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably like a British-made TV show because they just swear all over the
Got
place.
it, yeah, British Star Wars.
So okay, but what is the Phantom Menace?
Oh, the Phantom Menace.
She did not want that question.
The Phantom Menace is Luke's dad because
Who is Luke's dad?
the Phantom Menace.
Oh, can you give
The
me
Phantom
a
Menace
character
is
name?
Luke's dad, and he like calls him. He doesn't like to call his dad because he's such a dick.
Out,
He's like,
out of,
oh, he's
out
such
of
a,
game.
such a Phantom Menace.
No, let her go.
Okay,
let her go,
yeah,
let her
yeah,
go.
yeah.
He's the Phantom Menace. Like, I hate my dad. So, yeah, he's just like menacing like over Luke's life. You know, it's not just a phase. This is who Luke is. He's gonna continue or hopefully improve his lightsaber skills and not slice off any more buns. But I think by the end of episode 1, Leia is over it, of course, because like we have to keep the character like for the rest of the series. So if she were to be like, all right, fuck you, Luke, and like never come back, then there would be no show.
You tell us about any other characters.
Yeah.
Luke has a dog. His name is Chewbacca.
Oh my god.
Just kidding, we're fine. I thought we lost the recording, but we're good.
Oh, it glitched
Uh-oh.
out a little bit. You keep going though.
Uh-oh. But anyway, his vacuum cleaner is like a weird, actually sentient being. His name is R2-D2, but it's a vacuum cleaner.
cleaner.
And Darth Vader is just that like shit principal of the school. It's just a fucking hard ass and like uses the force on kids when they get detention. It's actually a bit of a scandal. So that's where the show gets pretty real.
Is that are you?
Yeah, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a sincere question before we start. Do you know anything about Star Wars?
No.
Okay. So
I mean,
you
she knows a little. She
well,
knows some
do you know
names.
like if I pointed to you at what R2-D2 is, would you know?
I know
who-
he's a robot,
Okay.
and he kind of resembles a
If I
vacuum
pointed
cleaner.
to Chewbacca, could you tell me who Chewbacca is?
Yeah, he's a Wookiee.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. But you told me he was a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was creating her
Okay,
own-
okay.
yeah.
I was just curious if she like was totally in the dark or if she was just going off her own stuff.
This is what I would want Star Wars to be.
Yeah, I could tell. There was a lot of teenage drama, which I'm not saying there isn't in Star Wars, but none of it takes place in high school.
Space high school.
I want to give her a point.
I was gonna say point and a half.
Point and a half?
Oh
Okay.
my god. Yeah.
I just wanted some real Star Wars stuff in there. But okay, she did do pretty well. A point and a half is cool.
Cool.
So you,
So, she pretty much told us exactly the plot of A New Hope.
for, no, she didn't. For the record, there's some stuff from Star Wars
I
Episode
see.
1.
The memorabilia. It's cute.
So should
Nerdy.
I explain?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to go too in depth.
Yeah, this could be the rest of the episode if we want it to be.
You wanted to.
So Star Wars Episode 1 was the 4th movie released. The first 3 were
That's stupid.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
I
listen.
know.
It is
See, that's like
stupid.
one of the things that I'm aware of. It's just like the order of the movies is just so convoluted. So
It is, but
anyway,
George Lucas was a genius. He knew what he was doing 30 years in
don't call him
advance.
that. You're gonna get so many emails.
No, I'm just putting on an act. We won't get into the prequels, except I'm gonna get into one of the prequels right now. So Episode 1 is about the adventure of Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, a young Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's essentially the beginning of the war. I was gonna say the Star War. It was
the Star Wars.
yeah. That created the Empire. It was the why am I blanking?
Galactic Republic. What are you trying to
Yes.
think of?
Yeah. No. It was the Republic versus they weren't. Oh my God! Why am I
The
blanking?
Trade Federation.
Thank you. Do you
Jesus
want to
Christ.
explain it?
Yeah,
I know.
I'll explain.
No,
it.
no, no. Let me. The Trade Federation. The Trade Federation is what was screwing me up. And along the road, they pick up a young boy named Anakin Skywalker. Do you know who Anakin Skywalker is?
Is he Luke's dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
He's also Darth Vader.
He's
Darth
also
Vader.
Darth
Yeah,
Vader.
that's the thing I also kind of knew.
Okay. and Qui-Gon Jinn wants Anakin to become a Jedi, but
It's like a
Uh,
space ninja, right?
Pretty much.
Cool.
I would
much.
say space samurai,
All right,
but
all right.
ninja's
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
And the whole movie's about meeting the not the first Sith, but the first one in the series, whose name is Darth Maul, and his master Darth Sidious, who's another character you find out later in the other movies. And it kind of ends on a down note, but there's gonna be more coming. Qui-Gon dies, and then Obi-Wan takes over training for Anakin,
Cool.
and it's
What a guy.
what's the
My-
high school called?
The Millennium Falcon.
All She had to search way down there to find that bit of Star Wars knowledge.
I do appreciate that rather than coming up with
It's like a
something,
floating high school in space.
I do appreciate that rather than coming up with something new, she was like, I need to fish for another like word I know. From
No,
these
it's actually
movies.
it's the Millennium High School. The mascot is the Falcons.
Oh, all right.
So.
All right, cool. So
Awesome.
that we're tied at 1.5 points each. So, your turn.
All right. Well, since you already kind of told me that you don't know anything about it,
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
tell me everything you know about lip kits.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know anything?
No. Sure.
Oh, okay.
No. Sure. Lip kits.
I mean, I could. Do you want me to try?
You say something and then I'll say something.
Okay. Lip kits are what you put your extra Mr. Potato Head parts in. All of his extra. I can't tell you much about it. They're just these little cases that like you put his
So,
extra melts
is
in.
the fiction that you have
It's
like
not fiction. I'm telling you what it is.
do you have like a shoes kit and a mustaches kit? Like you have a kit for
Yeah,
each-
yeah. And this is
Oh,
this
cool.
is the lip kit.
Nice.
So it's like a fucking giant pill caddy, but you put all the different parts of the Mr. Potato Head in it. And we're referring to Wednesday, the lip kit, where you put all the lips parts.
But here's the interesting part.
Oh god, it was
The-
already so interesting.
The cases form a bigger Mr. Potato Head. So like the lip case is shaped like the lips, and you put the case on the bigger Mr.
It's
Potato.
like fucking like the new set of Marvel toys. You buy all 6, you get a giant Ghost Rider.
Exactly. but just so everybody knows, these cases you buy individually. You don't buy them
You
with a
can't
Mr.
buy
Potato
a
Head.
huge thing.
And it actually, okay, if you think about it,
Which I
the,
can't stop.
the pieces would make sense because to fit the little bodies, it would have to be a bigger sized. You know what I mean? Like the proportions all make sense for like how many you're gonna put in there. I like. You know what? I'm
no,
making
yeah,
this.
it would have to be huge.
I would
It
buy
have to
one.
be,
Right.
Like, it would have to be. Remember, did you ever have one of those things where it would like? I think I might still have one lying around. But do you remember those? Did you ever have either one of you have any of those things where you hang it in your closet and it's like cubbies and it's like Monday, Wednesday. It's pretty much a pill
Yeah.
caddy, but for your clothes.
Yeah.
in the week when you're a
Exactly.
kid. It'd be like bigger than that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, it's
You
huge.
need a ton of room.
I really want to talk more about my favorite accessory. I don't know to Mr. Potato Head, but like that's it. That's the lip kit. And you got all the different shapes his mouth makes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's a great place to store your extra parts for Mr. Potato Head.
Nice.
And here's why none of that matters, because there's Mr. Potato Head's hollow, and you put all the pieces in there.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot. Oh my
True.
god. This whole fucking time I forgot Mr. Potato Head is hollow.
Yeah,
Intentionally, because that's where you put all this bullshit. Oh my god.
but when you get too much of that,
No, when you're
because you
such
keep
Then you need a
buying
lip
so
kit.
many.
when you're
Yeah.
such a fucking avid collector of these toys that are just so dead in 2018. They're just so dead and never coming back.
I know. I haven't seen a Mr. Potato Head in a really long time.
I have a Darth Vader one.
I
in
mean,
my
there's
room.
some in this room over
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Whoa,
I'm looking
wait.
At Mr. Potato Heads.
It's the big blue thing in the back. It's a bunch of Marvel superheroes.
What?
It was a gift.
Adorable.
But those in these are the words. In that and that's what a lip kit is.
Very good. Nice.
First of all, I want 3 points.
No, you can't. You can't. That's... All right.
No, that's it. Do you want to add anything?
No, I really
Nothing
don't.
on-
I really
Nothing
don't.
more on the lip kit. I mean, yeah, I would buy one, so I'll go with we'll go with 2 points. Just
What?
for
Well, you
Well,
can't
hang
give me
on.
two.
Wait, oh yeah.
Unless,
what is
unless
the 2
it
points?
was it.
That was not it.
That is the only rule. So 1.5 points.
1.5
for us.
points. Okay.
High scoring game for all.
Great
so
job.
what's a lip kit?
Well, a lip kit is it's a makeup kit for your lips. I've never actually gotten one because they're expensive, but they come with like a lip liner and like all these like really fancy lipsticks and stuff, and they're by Kylie Jenner. And the interesting thing is,
She keeps bringing it back.
Jenner
Well,
themed episode.
well, you know, but the thing is, it's really interesting because Kylie Jenner hasn't paid for any advertisement for it, but it's a really successful thing. Like she's like already like Kylie Jenner was like arguably like a businesswoman kind of, even though she's only a businesswoman because of her last name. But the reason that she doesn't pay for any advertising is because she just does it all on her own social media. And she has so many followers. So like she doesn't have to like there's no like internet ads or anything. Like it's all just on like her Instagram and like
That
things
is
like
pretty
that.
smart.
Right?
I
That's why
still-
she can have a baby at 20 years old, because she's financially stable enough and it's like an accessory. So, yay,
the
yay
kid-
for Stormy.
The kid is?
Yeah, I mean, essentially. Like,
Oh my god.
I mean, if I were to get pregnant, like, I'd be like, no thanks, but she has every resource to take care of this child,
No, you
you know?
called the kid an accessory.
Well, at this point, it kind of is. Like,
Okay.
sorry, Stormy.
I like my lip kit better.
Yeah, yours
Again.
is cool. But Stormy's gonna live a good life because of those lip kits.
Well, she's gonna be a superhero.
Yeah, that too.
Because of the lip kit.
Yeah.
So we're halfway done. Our audio setup is acting a little weird, so I think we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, sorry about that, everyone. It's our turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We just did lip kit.
We did lip
yes, correct.
Okay, Kaylin,
kits.
back from that break. We just had Bulbasaur cookies. They were
Feeling
great.
good.
Tell us everything you know about One Punch Man.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of this thing. It's like an internet thing. One Punch Man. I'm going to say he is probably from some kind of like TV show.
Also, just don't look behind you.
Oh, fine. I forgot.
Just don't look behind you.
One Punch Man. He's probably from like an internet kind of like show or something, or like a video game, and he's probably like a minor character, but there's just like this move that he can do. He's kind of like a superhero. It's the punch. And it just obliterates people. It's kind of like a Falcon Punch, but like not a Falcon Punch. It's just the one punch. And I feel like, you know, this character, even though he's so minor, it just like that punch made him like blow up into like a meme or something, and so now he's One Punch Man. And you know, all the internet nerds are really into it.
What
There's,
show is
like,
he from?
Probably something really obscure. It's like a really far corner of like Reddit. Like very closed, very dark, in a show about young vigilante crime fighters.
Ooh, okay.
All
Keep
right.
keep going. And I do
And-
want a name of the show after this.
It's called Young Vigilante Crime Fighters.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
YVCF for short. If you're you know, if you're in the fandom, yeah.
Like you are.
Yeah, the fans are called youngins.
Wait, you were on a roll. Tell us more about the show.
yeah.
The show, they're just like they're like 4 kids. They're like teenagers.
No,
Actually,
no, they're not
I'm
in
gonna
high
say they're
school.
not
They're not in
teenagers.
space high school.
They're not teenagers. I'm gonna go with like they're 12 years old.
Ooh, even younger.
And they have superpowers. I'm gonna say they're mutants, kind of. They're not.
Would you say they're teenage?
They're
Or
not
turtles?
teenage. No,
Oh, okay.
No, she was referencing X-Men, you dolt.
they did not go to the school for the gifted. They actually got expelled.
Ooh, so this is in the same universe as the X-Men?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Okay, bold move.
Yeah, but they got expelled. Not because they were like bad kids, but kind of just because they just kept fucking around. And so they like have good intentions, which is why they're fighting crime. That the X-Men school nerds can't do because they're playing by the rules.
Do they?
They're kind of like Batman in a way.
Okay.
You
Well,
know?
do they hang out with Deadpool at all?
No.
No. Okay, because he also doesn't like want to be part of the X-Men.
Yeah. But nah.
No.
He's
Well, Deadpool's vulgar and swears and stuff. They're all 12.
yeah, they're 12.
Well, they can still swear.
But the writers wouldn't do that.
And One Punch Man,
Okay.
the reason that he like is connected in this way, he's a very minor character. He was a gym teacher at the school for the gifted. And so he like gym teachers, they're like fake. They're
Yes,
not
I know of gym teachers.
It's like that line in School of Rock. It's like those who can't do teach, and those who can't teach gym. Great movie, School of Rock. Love Jack Black. But One Punch Man is the gym teacher, and like his power is like the punch. He's got like big arms. He like skips leg day a lot, but it's whatever because he's a mutant, and he like sometimes secretly accompanies and like oversees the young vigilante crime fighters like jobs, I guess you could say, their excursions of fighting crime. And when things get to be a bit too much, he just comes in with the one punch, and usually the show ends there. It's a happy ending, and there's like a really upbeat kind of like outro.
But it's not every episode.
Not
There's
every
some
episode.
episodes
One Punch Man
and-
doesn't. He's not always necessary. Like usually the young vigilante crime fighters, they get it. They get it pretty quick. But
The
sometimes
YVCF.
sometimes they need a little adult supervision.
Got it. So how old is One Punch Man?
One Punch Man, he's like 40.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
Important question.
okay.
Does he have hair?
No,
Cool. All right.
All right.
he's the bald gym teacher, but he's got a goatee.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Before points. Are you done?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's him.
Before points, I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped thinking about this since she brought up X-Men. I would love to see Wolverine versus One Punch Man.
Really?
Are you kidding? Because he regenerates.
Oh.
Punch. I'm back, bitch.
You're right. Ooh, that would be interesting.
What were you talking about? Wolverine like pre-adamantium or?
No. Fuck. What? No.
Well, I don't know.
Ooh, she got so. Ooh.
Yeah. So
She
did
didn't
I.
like that.
He's an old dude. I don't know.
I'll intervene here. I have a question. Did you just know too little about One Punch Man and made something up? Like, do you actually like know anything about One
I've
Punch
heard
Man?
of the thing, but
Oh, okay.
I know
You probably
nothing
heard it
about
from the two of us.
I know nothing about it.
First of all, points.
Um,
Do you want to?
point or point and a half.
Uh.
Because she started off, she almost sounded like she was gonna accidentally say what it is,
Yeah.
but then she didn't. Then
I
then you turn it into a high school thing
I
again.
think. I think
Or
They're
middle
not- they're
school,
12.
Middle
they're
school.
12. Yeah, middle school. Just budding young adults. I think point and a half.
Okay, point and a half.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
So, do you want to explain One Punch Man?
my show
Sure.
it's super cool.
And can you explain the almost connections?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, if you'll turn around and avert your attention there,
Anywhere. If you had turned anywhere, turn to your left and right.
he's over there
Oh, what's
too.
up?
So One Punch Man is an anime, based off a manga. For those of you who don't know, manga is Japanese comic books for all intents and purposes, and anime is Japanese cartoons. God, there's a lot of One Punch. I didn't notice. There's like
Yeah.
a ton of One Punch Man around here.
But there's only one that says One Punch Man on it. That's
Yeah,
why I was like,
yeah.
oh, don't turn around.
Yeah.
I mean, that one does
says One
too.
Punch Man
Oh, that
yeah.
also says One Punch Man.
Hey, let's stop talking about things that people can't see.
Good point.
So, One Punch Man is the main character of One Punch Man. The show takes place in a world where just like everybody is a superhero, like something happened, they don't really explain it, and like everybody has superpowers. And the way it works, it's on a system of grading. So you're either a C class hero, a B class hero, an A, or an S. And there's only like a handful of S class, and there's just like a shit ton of C, because like anyone can be like, I punched once, I stopped a crime once, I'm C, right?
Mhm.
And One Punch Man's whole thing is he doesn't care. He doesn't want to be a superhero, but he's not like, that's not what drives him. He's not like, I don't want to be a superhero. He's just like whatever about it.
Yeah.
But his superpower is he can kill anything with just one punch.
Wow.
So that's
One
his.
Punch Man.
Yeah. So they'll have
His
this.
name is Saitama.
They'll have. Oh yeah, his name's not One Punch Man actually. The name of the show is One Punch Man, but his name is Saitama.
Any reason you're picking me out of the mic? Getting a little sidestep?
You told me to explain the shit.
All right.
I want to, cause I like to look at our guest
Aw.
while I like to look
I
at
feel so
people when I'm
special.
talking to them. What was I going to say?
Classes. You haven't talked about
One
those
Punch.
yet.
Oh, right. So they'll have these big arcs of the television show where like a bunch of A class and maybe one S class is like fighting a big monster for like 2 or 3 episodes, and then One Punch Man will just happen to be in the area, and then he'll just punch.
Oh,
He's like, all right.
nobody knows who he is. Like they don't know that he's just insane god of a person. And everybody kind of thinks he's a dweeb.
Haha.
They don't really like him.
Yeah, basically it's a comedy. It's very short. It's only
I
about
will have to watch
12, 16 episodes, right?
I believe
it.
it's.
I can
I believe
definitely
it's
watch
12.
it. I'm gonna watch that in a day.
Yeah, no, it's
Great.
a really short watch. Watch it in normally I'd say it doesn't matter, but definitely watch it in English just because the jokes
Oh, it's
the
so much
jokes.
funnier.
Yeah.
It's really like American comedy, even though it is a Japan
Yeah.
made.
Yeah. Normally if people ask me like, should I watch it with subtitles or should I just watch it with the English voice? Usually I'm like, doesn't matter, but with this one it does cuz it's like supposed to be funny and I don't get jokes if the punchlines are in Japanese.
True.
But it's really good. So kudos for the whole like team of like superheroes, like
Yeah.
crime fighters thing.
Ha.
That was pretty cool. You got the whole he ends a battle in one punch thing, which was neat.
And he is bald, but he does not have any hair whatsoever.
Yeah.
Dang.
They don't really explain that either. He used to have hair, but like he punched so good that he just doesn't grow hair anymore. It's weird.
Yeah.
I think it's his body focuses on fighting so much that he just lost his hair. It's cool.
Same,
It's a great
you know?
show. I've said this before and I mean it. You would make a great Saitama cosplay.
Oh my
I always
Christ.
wanted. I always want to be Aang from Avatar: The
Oh,
Last
yeah,
Oh
that would
my
also be
God,
great.
That'd be so cool. Yeah, there was a couple female One Punch Mans at
And
Comic Con.
they were really cute.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. I didn't think I would ever be attracted to Saitama, but like they really pulled it off.
No, but yeah, that was good. Still a tie game. So still 1.5 points across the board. So
all right.
your turn.
Here we go.
Last round.
This is fun. All right, ready? So tell me everything you know about Big Mouth.
Oh, do you know?
Big Mouth is that game at the arcade with the woman and the balls come down. You throw balls in her mouth.
Mhm.
Now you say something, Chris.
Oh no! Oh God! Do I really have to save all 3 of these with some BS I don't know about?
Big Mouth is no. I could just do this over and over again.
No. Well, no.
Big
Don't
Mouth-
keep saying
Big-
the same thing.
Big Mouth is candy from the early 90s, and the reason it's called Big Mouth is because it starts small. This is dangerous. It starts small, and when
When it
you apply
grows.
liquid to it, it grows, and then you choke to death, I guess.
Okay. No.
That's kind of fun.
Well, let's
Kind
hang
of
on
like
that
Pop
one.
Rocks, right?
Let's hang on that one.
Yeah, violent candy that hurts you. That's why it's not around anymore.
Oh
'cause
my
it was
God.
killing small
Well,
children.
yeah. I'm gonna stick with this one.
Well, hang on. The thing I mentioned first was an actual thing. I think
No,
she
I know.
was. I think she was called. I think it was literally called Big Bertha.
Okay.
She
I-
had red hair and she wore
What?
like a. You don't know. It was like at or like arcades. It was like a kids arcade where like at like Chuck E. Cheese, right? Where like it was a big woman and her mouth was super wide open, and the machine would. I don't think it would say anything, but you'd put the money in, and balls would come down, and you just throw them into her mouth. That's the whole game. And it was like hard when you're a kid, you know, because you're a little kid.
Okay.
Wait.
Don't they already have like the basketball games at arcades? Like,
I
what
know.
is?
Yeah, but this is that.
Wait,
but
you've
for
never
little
seen
kids.
this game?
No,
She has like the dress.
I've never seen this.
She has like a big classic '90s like mom dress.
Nice.
I know what Big Mouth is. It's that girl in that class you don't like. I'm not talking about
Ooh.
any. It was a joke. I'm not talking about anyone. She's like, which bitch is that? Which
I
one's
know,
the
I'm
top-
I'm like, who? Who is it?
Oh man, are we gonna lose? Are we gonna lose to this guest over this one?
I hope not.
Hold on. No.
I'm trying to find a picture of.
Well, you can't Google.
I'm trying to find a picture of the arcade machine.
Okay. All right.
I keep finding that fucking clown one.
I'm trying to think of something I can go off of that Kaylin would know of. That.
It's called Feed Big Bertha. Look at how terrifying that is.
Let me
oh
see it.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Big Mouth. Okay. All right. All
we
right.
Got some. We got
Here
one.
we go. Big Mouth is the newest boy band.
Oh,
There's 7 of them.
no.
Chad is the leader. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on,
there's
Chad
5
is-
There's 5 members. We
I
got
said
Chad.
7.
7.
But I
Fuck,
want to
you
go to 5
screwed
now.
yourself.
There's 5. I lied. There's 5.
So
2 of them
Chad-
left.
Let's do this. Chad is number 1. He's the lead singer, I
Um,
guess.
Trevor's the bass.
Chad,
Okay.
Chad, Trevor.
Hold on. It's the douchey names I'm just trying to think of now.
Keep going.
Brad. Sorry.
Oh,
won't- I
okay,
won't help.
no, right. Oh, yeah. There's Brad. I forgot about Brad.
Okay, what does Brad do?
He is he's an alto, but he also plays guitar.
Okay.
They're trying to bring the guitar back.
All right.
Then there's I need names.
There's Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Yeah, that
Jefferson's not
Jefferson's such a
douchey.
fucking douchebag. I was gonna
and-
say Justin.
And Tyler.
Justin
right.
and Tyler is definitely.
Well, Jefferson is the soprano. Like Chad's the looks. He's just a regular.
He's Chad.
He doesn't right. He's got like the 5 o'clock shadow. He thinks he's
the
a
perpetual 5 o'clock shadow.
he thinks he's tough. But Jefferson is the soprano. He's the one who can actually sing. Like there's got to be one who like after this boy band ends, they're gonna make a good
Right,
career.
yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
Good for
I-
Jefferson.
And I don't think Tyler. I think Tyler's the hype man.
The hype.
I don't think he really.
He's not
sings a
actually
lot.
like
He
in
might
there. He's
rap.
just like,
Yeah. He's just like he
Yeah.
just dances and stuff. He's like, I'm Tyler.
I'm Tyler.
Okay, not to discredit Tyler. Maybe Tyler's the choreographer, but that's all he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
So
Right.
they let him in the band, but he doesn't
Right.
actually music.
No, I'm not. I don't know too much about that actual band. I'm not gonna lead our listeners astray.
Wait, I might. What band?
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Never mind.
I believe they have a guy who just dances. I don't think he does anything else.
That's great. Can I do that for our band?
Sure.
All right, cool. Pay me.
We do when we can. Anyways, and that is Big Mouth. Their album drops in August.
I will be looking out on iTunes. All right.
Points.
I hold on
Unless
before
you're not
points. I just like to point out I saved all 3 of these. These are my points.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. What?
Now give me that 1.5 point go.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't
She
know.
Didn't like the narrative you spun.
I mean,
Or did it
just
just
this,
take too long?
this band of douchebags. I'm not too sure. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
I don't think I'd really like Big Mouth the band. So
Our
If you
guest
like
is being antagonistic. She's gonna give us less points
Well,
on
here's the-
purpose, so she wins.
I mean, Jefferson is the only unproblematic member, and he's
Well,
got the
okay.
most musical talent. So
he's gonna go on to be an actor.
I'm gonna give the 1 point.
Oh.
Well, hang
For-
on. Do I get more points for my candy and my arcade?
Oh yes,
game?
yeah. Okay, so 1.5.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We got
But Jefferson is
I
the
cheated.
shining star.
We got the maximum amount of points without knowing anything.
We did. I think is that the first time
Yes.
we've done that. I think. Also,
Um,
we broke our streak of always getting a 2-pointer, but that's fine.
I feel like I would have. What was the first one? I feel like I would have if it was free. Oh,
it was the
Stormy.
baby.
in
yeah.
spirit. I think we earned 2 points across the board for each one in spirit.
think
I know
we
we can't
did.
officially.
I don't think we did, but all right.
Um,
What is I need to know. What is Big Mouth?
Big Mouth is a Netflix show, and it's really
What
funny.
the fuck with these Netflix shows?
It's a Netflix show, and it's really funny. It's animated, and
Oh, I know
Oh,
what
yeah,
this
I know what
fucking
it is too.
you know what it is
Oh,
now.
the braces,
They give
right?
it the braces. It is so funny. If you guys haven't watched it, there's only one season, but the
me.
the voices include like John Mulaney and Fred Armisen and like Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig,
okay,
and it's
yeah.
a wicked funny show.
Is that how you pronounce her name?
Maya?
Oh, she said Maya. I thought you
Maya.
said Mai.
Oh no,
Maya
Rudolph,
Rudolph.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. So what the show is about these kids. I'm like keeping with like a theme
Yeah.
here because like they're 12 and the entire show is about like them going through puberty and like discovering themselves and whatnot. And so like it's funny because like they all sound like adults but they're like 12.
Do you think Netflix is paying our guests?
You know what? That's a good point. And her and Max are friends.
Yeah. Oh no.
How much is Netflix paying you to come on here and
wait a
advertise?
Not
minute.
enough.
And how much are the
Shit.
Jenners paying you?
Oh, we're friends.
Oh, okay.
This was a favor to Stormy
to the
Jenner.
Jenners, yeah. No, but it's a really funny show, but it's literally just all about puberty and like going through changes. And the reason that it's called Big Mouth is because like one of the main characters like kisses another one and the girl was like, "You have a big mouth." But
Is it a kid show?
it's not a
No,
kid show.
Okay.
I could tell just by seeing like how Netflix gives you like the little commercial now
Yeah.
before you press on
I
it.
hate
Like
that.
I didn't want to see the 12-year-old girl get her period in bed, but I did.
Oh
I
yeah.
saw it.
It's so funny. My favorite characters are the hormone monsters. There's a
What?
male one and there's a female one, and I feel like I emanate both of them. Like I am the hormone monster because they're both like the male one is just like, "Ooh yeah, it's playtime." Like
Oh, okay.
And then like
Hormone-
there's
oh
like
my
a quote.
I think she's making this up now.
No, I'm not. And then there's like the female one.
How many points do you want for this?
I'm not. This is the show. It's so funny. You should definitely watch it. But like the girl,
Is this show about me? Because I would definitely call myself from middle school a hormone monster.
it could be. It could be. But they were like, the girl is like talking to her hormone monster. And she's like, "Why do you smell so good?"
Oh, they all have their own fucking. It's like a stand.
Yeah,
They
right?
all have a
Stand.
hormone monster stand.
It's just like
From-
one. So like there's one hormone monster. And it's like the same person for everybody.
Okay.
But the girl is like, "Why do you smell so good?" And she's like, "Because I don't wear deodorant and I only take bubble baths." And,
Oh,
like,
okay.
and like just like things like that. She's like, "Ooh yeah, get the red bra." Like she's like, "I don't know if I'm ready for it." And she's like, "Get it." And it's just like, let's cry.
This show sounds weird.
Yeah, I don't-
It's kind of weird. Honestly, it is. I can like understand why it could be a little off-putting because it is like about puberty and it's like about sex. And so like some people
Well, no,
think it's a
that's-
bit much.
That's not what's bothering me. You had me. I was so
Yeah,
down to
you-
watch it until the hormone monster.
It's so funny though. You have to watch it.
You started this with you guys should really watch it, and you ended it with that just now, and then you gave me a ton of reasons to not watch it.
Well, no, I'm
Please.
still gonna try it, but like I was like, oh, it's a funny coming of age show, and then I'm like, but then there's these mystical creatures.
It's so funny.
Okay.
The fucking Lavasil monster.
Like the first episode is like it's like two guys, they're like best friends, and like one of them sees the other one's dick and he's like he's
Great
like
start.
he's like all upset about it. He's like, "I don't know, I saw Andrew's penis and it's like different from mine." Like that's just like the like and like the theme song is like, "I'm going through changes," and like it's great. Big recommend.
Wow. Well, honestly, I don't know which one I guess I like the show better than the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jefferson's not selling it for me anymore. I kind of get the 1 point now,
But
but it's
But-
our turn.
but
Yeah.
we've already got a 1.5 points because of my
True.
candy.
Oh, right.
Yes.
And you're going to receive 0 points for this one, no
No,
matter
she's-
what you say.
No, she's
Okay.
not. Oh, because we're gonna cheat. So
Oh.
we win.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
we'll be very fair.
No. Okay, so this one, This one's a little special. I have sort of unique rules for this one. So I'm gonna ask you the question and then I'm gonna explain it. So, I want you to tell me everything you know about Batman villains. So, if you can name, so all Batman villains have like their thing. Like I'm the villain that does this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can name and tell me like what their thing is of 5 of them, that's a point. And then every one you can name or talk about after that is going to be more points.
Okay.
Go.
All right. So like the penguin, doesn't he like? It's a penguin. I don't really know what he does. I feel like he has to do with like.
Well, what's he look like?
What
He's
does
short.
He look like? And
he
give us
legit-
a noise.
He legit looks like a penguin, and he's like,
All right.
and he wears a hat, and he's like pretty well dressed in a way. I feel like it's like a lot of like tuxedos and like suits kind of are reminiscent of penguins.
Okay.
But
so there's one.
all right, and he like.
Oh no, you
Is that
sold
fine?
us. You
Oh,
sold
okay.
us
No,
on
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay, cool.
On to the next one.
Okay, well then there's the Joker.
Yeah. All right.
Classic.
What is his thing?
R.I.P. Heath Ledger. But the Joker's like all kinds of fucked up. So like,
Okay.
All right.
and he wears there's like multiple Batman movies and multiple Jokers, so they all have somewhat different appearances, but it's like basically all the same. The suits, some kind of green in them, question marks, the makeup.
Ooh,
Not-
There was
Wait.
one thing you said.
What? Well,
The green question mark villain is a different villain.
oh no, that's the Riddler. Sorry,
There you go.
Okay, all right.
Right. What's his thing?
he riddles.
There you go.
All right. That's three.
Yeah, that's
three.
three. That's 3.
Okay, and then there's Poison Ivy,
Ooh,
Okay, all right,
She did it.
all right. What's
Okay,
Poison
she might
Ivy's
do
thing?
this.
Uma Thurman.
What's Poison
well,
Ivy's thing?
what-
For also second Batman and Robin reference on the podcast. I'm not okay with it. What's Poison Ivy's thing?
She grows plants.
There you go.
That's bad for you.
All
Poison
right,
Ivy that
Wha-
fucks you up.
one more and then we're into the bonus round.
Harley Quinn.
Yes, what's her thing?
She's like a crazy person. She's a crazy bitch. Doesn't she have like a hammer or something?
Okay.
She fucks
Yeah,
things
all right,
up.
yes.
Keep going.
Is her character related to any other characters? Not related like by blood, but like
Have
Doesn't-
anything to do with any other character.
Doesn't she have a thing with the Joker?
yes.
Ooh,
okay,
And that's
all
like a
right.
problem.
Okay.
Isn't
Alright.
all right. So I didn't see Suicide Squad, but I know it's like a
Good,
problematic
don't.
thing, like their relationship and the romanticizing of it
Hey,
because they're actually a
look at
fucked
me.
up couple.
Look at me. Don't watch that movie.
I wasn't planning on it.
The problem with Suicide Squad, and this is the problem that everyone brings up, and the problem I have with it is that the Joker and Harley Quinn have this dynamic usually where the Harley Quinn is like, oh, I'm so in love with him, and the Joker's just using her, but they're legitimately like in love in Suicide Squad, and they like have a baby, or like there's like hints of like an abortion or like a miscarriage or whatever. Anyways, keep going. We're in the bonus
Weird.
rounds now.
Do they still have to be villains?
Yes, yeah.
Dang, I don't.
Batman villains.
I don't.
So you said Penguin, Riddler, Joker, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy.
Come on. You can do it. Tie up the game.
Oh,
Have this be
God.
our second tie ever.
I don't know any other Batman villains. I mean, would you count like Superman?
Yes,
because
I
they're
would. Yes,
kind
I
of-
would. That's what I was hoping you would say. I would count Superman as a Batman villain.
I mean, they kind of
What's
are.
so hype?
What's Superman's thing?
Is that he like actually like works for like the author-
No. What is his thing?
No, what's his
It's
thing?
in his title.
He's super.
Okay.
Give me one of two. Give me 2 of Superman's powers.
He can fly,
There
Okay.
you go.
and he has laser
But
vision.
beautiful.
Yes, there you go. All right.
And I know he can see through anything except lead.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so
Wow.
specific.
I know his kryptonite is his weakness.
Yeah. Good.
I like how hype her voice got.
Anything
But it
else?
doesn't look
Can
hype.
you give me one more to tie up this
Yeah.
game for good?
Oh,
Come
my
on.
God.
Come on.
Is it? I don't know. I can't think of any. I feel like everybody else is kind of just like there to support.
There's one I'm thinking of. I want her to say.
There's a couple I think she could get. I just think she's like,
She's overthinking.
yeah,
Am I overthinking? Because like
Ah.
Robin is his sidekick,
right.
Yeah.
and now I'm thinking of like Teen Titans and stuff, and I know that they're not like super related. Doesn't he have a? He's got like a butler, and he's but
Yeah.
like the butler's a friend.
Alfred is
Yeah.
not
Alfred's
an
not
enemy.
a villain.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying they're homies.
Did you see
Catwoman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that was the one.
Haha.
There you go. What is
Oh,
her? What is her thing?
Oh, she was.
Also in her title.
Are we talking? All right.
No. What is her thing? What does she do?
Cats. No, she. I mean, like she was like. Well, are we talking about like Halle Berry Catwoman or like?
No. What? No. Just Catwoman, the character.
She's like a cat. Like a.
But
Super,
like, what does she do?
she's like a super cat.
What is her thing? What does she do? I'm the villain that does this. There's a specific word I'm looking for.
I'm curious. Does it start with an S? This
One
word?
of them. Yeah.
Doesn't she like try to like seduce Batman or something?
Oh, you know what? I'll fucking take it. I was
Yeah.
looking for she's a thief.
Yes.
She's a
stealth. I
thief?
was thinking stealth.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought you were thinking of steal. Because
Okay,
I would have
that
taken
too,
steal
yeah.
or thief. But I'll take it. Her thing is she seduces Batman. And
And tied game.
what do we do? We didn't talk about a tiebreaker. We left
we-
ours at a tie.
Dang.
We fight.
No, I'm
on
not gonna
air. Oh.
Bitch!
No, we need to. We didn't think. We
Uh.
didn't. Because ours ended in a tie, but that was fine. We need a tiebreaker.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I bring up random trivia.
Well, hold on. No, hold on. Kaylin, you think of one. Anthony, you think of one. I'm gonna do our classic. Chris stalls with some stupid stuff he's gonna talk about to the audience.
What am I thinking of?
A fourth.
Oh,
a fourth one.
topic.
I got
Oh,
it.
okay.
Quick! Oh, she's ready. Oh,
Oh,
my God!
no.
Oh God!
Oh.
I'm just gonna talk.
I need it. Yeah,
Oh
talk
God!
for a bit.
Kaylin's staring me down. She's got a creepy.
You
creepy
two
look.
talk. I'll be right back.
All right. Kaylin, tell the people a bit more about yourself.
Oh, well, I like singing. And I like acting.
Tell us some
I-
stuff you've been in.
Okay.
That got her going.
So,
I've got one.
all right.
You
Oh.
keep going. Keep going.
Yeah,
Seth.
tell us one thing you've been in before.
Okay, all
we
right. Well,
brought
then,
it up.
sure. I mean, this past fall, I was in a staged reading of It Can't Happen Here, which is a novel by Sinclair Lewis, which was then adapted to a play. Very interesting. It's all about a right-wing extremist who runs for president. Very interesting parallels makes today. Great play.
Cool.
You
Cool.
guys should have
All
seen
right.
it.
So
Sorry.
let's flip a coin to see who goes first this time in the bonus round.
Okay, I'll get a coin.
It's another penny. Yep, it's another penny, and then I'm gonna flip it this time.
Oh, do you
Okay.
want me to?
No, I don't care. So we'll get tails, you get heads, and winner of the coin toss asks first.
'Kay.
So heads. So you ask first.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Tell me everything you know about.
And we're gonna do this quickly because
Tell me everything you know about Blonde.
Blonde? Oh, it's a movie. Right? Oh God. Oh God. Did I already start off?
It's a hair color, Chris.
Oh well, yeah. Ooh.
Well, hang on. It's a hair color. It's like white yellow. Now you say your thing about the movie.
I'm gonna be very quick about this, very brief. If I get the idea, I say give us something. Blonde. Female 007, essentially. Oh, that was it.
Oh, that's Atomic Blonde.
Oh yeah, that's a new thing.
That's Atomic
Oh,
Blonde.
did I get it wrong? Oh Christ! Oh, Anthony, save us!
Oh,
Oh God,
I don't know.
we should have fought.
We should have fist fought.
We quit. We could have taken her. There's two of
The
us.
new rule is there's a fist fight, and we'll always win because there's two of us.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That's Atomic Blonde.
Christ.
Blonde is that's Blondie.
I was thinking that. See,
Call me.
Blonde. Okay.
is the color of my hair.
Then I'm
Good question, but we win.
Then I'm gonna. Blonde is a superhero, and as we all know, blonde hair. The more sunny it is, the lighter it is.
No, don't come up with some BS. I already made up a superhero in this one.
It's easy to do though.
I want to hear Anthony's superhero.
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
off. Yeah, blonde hair, as we all know, it gets lighter in sunlight, harsh sunlight, and darker in not harsh sunlight. So she's like a solar-powered superhero.
Cool.
She shoots fire out of her hands and her mouth and her eyes. Not all at the same time. That'd look weird, but that's where it
Sure.
comes out of. And the more exposed to the sun she is, similar to Superman, the more power she has. How many points is that?
Very
pretty
good.
good.
That was
all
pretty
that
good.
mouth vomit. How much points is that?
Honestly, even though it was a reference to the Atomic Blonde movie, it was very confidently said. The female 007. I would think that Blonde, she's a cool superhero, so I'm gonna go with 1.5 points.
Wow.
All right.
Please, for the love of Christ, tell me what Blonde is.
Yeah, but super quick.
Okay, Blonde is Frank Ocean's newest full-length album.
Oh my gosh.
Screw you.
It's really good. What's funny though is that there's a picture of him on it, but he has green hair in it.
The fucking
So
Joker?
clever.
What the fuck? All right.
Anyway,
Kaylin, tell me everything you know about Dark Souls.
Wow, good one.
Dark
Good
Souls.
one.
Dark Souls. I'm gonna say that's a video game about ghosts.
Right.
A video game about ghosts, and you have to. The objective is to like collect all of them and then somehow turn them back into light souls. Haha. There it is.
She's done.
Do I hear a cat?
Oh, was that it? I have 2 cats.
Oh, okay.
Was that it?
Yes.
Okay, that was so quick. So you find ghosts, the titular Dark Souls, and you turn them into.
Yeah, they have to be converted back to light souls.
Okay. Okay.
Is it a video game?
It is a video game.
Yeah.
It is a video game.
I say we
This-
give her a point.
This video game. Okay. No, because I was gonna say like tell me this, but she clearly doesn't know like what it actually is. Yeah, I'd say point, because it's kind of.
She's so upset. No, she
you know
fought
what?
hard.
You know
She-
what?
She had a good.
You know what? I'll explain what Dark Souls actually is. You tell me what you think she gets.
I mean, okay.
Dark Souls is a video game, and the whole thing is it's super hard. And it's pretty much you play boss fight to boss fight. So like you hit a boss. The boss is super hard. You're gonna die a bunch of times, and then you eventually beat it, and then you get to play up until the next boss. And the story is kind of convoluted. I don't know much about the story. But it's pretty much like what you're doing takes place after the original story, like, and you find out about the story through like lore and stuff. But pretty much there's a flame, and when you link it, I guess I broke the rule, but I was trying to think of something quick because I don't know much about this. But like the flame is like a big deal, and like you linking the flame is a big deal, and like when you I think each game you get to the end and you link the flame, and then that like sets it off for another person to link it, as in like the next time you play the game. I don't know why it's called Dark Souls. There are ghosts, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. You do collect souls.
Yeah, you do collect souls of fallen warriors.
Here's what I think.
Ghosts.
Here's what I think.
Yep.
I think she played very well. She stumped us every time. That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I say, for her charisma, for her good job of playing against us, she gets a 1.5, and we'll see you next time on Almost
Oh.
Fancy,
Yeah.
Kaylin. There's gonna be a part 2 to this Almost Fancy with Kaylin.
I'm gonna have a partner. wanna
Well,
bring a partner.
it's our show.
Well,
and we'll let you know.
I'll let you know because
Ooh.
Netflix is paying me and Max, so
Oh my
catch us
God.
here next time.
Oh, Max did want to come back on for Almost Fancy.
He wanted to come on with Matt though.
Fake.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we already have a partner up with Max. So
I'm gonna have a little talk with that bitch.
all right. Well,
Well, yeah, I guess
we're definitely over time.
part 1 end. Well fought.
Great.
Yeah, I unconvinced. It's not just that we got a tie, right? It's that we got a 1.5, both of us each time.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
8
Pretty
back-to-back
intense.
points and a halves, which is like pretty good, I think. Yeah, so that'll do it for us. Join us next time. Not sure what's gonna happen next time, but we'll see. Like always, we're gonna have a guest, but I don't know who it is.
Right.
But yeah, I was Thunder.
I'm Lightning Trademark, and thanks for coming on, Kaylin.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this
Great
was fun.
time.
Sorry about the audio mistakes.
I don't know anything about that.
All right. Cool. See you next time, guys.